Alright, today is March 17th. Doing a little shed hunting today, but I'm not in Pennsylvania. I'm in Indiana. So some of you may know I'm moving to Idaho and I'm driving out, and I'm going to try and stop in every state on the way out and do a little shed hunting just because I hate driving. I just need to get out and walk, so I think shed hunting is a good excuse to do that. I skipped Ohio just to kind of make some time up, and yeah, we're here in Indiana. I'm going to put on a little shed hunt here. I've never been here. I have no clue what to look for. In Pennsylvania, we have hilly, mountainous country, and I really focus on those south-facing slopes because they get the sun and keep warm. Here, everything's flat. So my focus is going to be try to find fresh deer scat, fresh deer sign, find trails, find bedding, find food, work those areas. I don't have a lot of time. Don't really care if I find any. Just getting out and loosening the legs up. We got our first find in Indiana. It's a deadhead. Not a bad one. Pretty cool, man. You got 2 brow tines. Huh. So the access is over there. And it's like all like divided fields. And you get back here and it's like open woods, and then I just hit this little thicket because there was more buck grubs in here. First find. Hopefully we find an antler disconnected. Alright. Get away from the road before I do an intro. Jeez. March 19th, I am in Illinois. I did some shed hunting in eastern Illinois yesterday around Chicago. Huge shout out to Graham and Kathleen for letting me stay at their place. It was a big help and I can't thank them enough. Just like northwest of Chicago and stuff, there really isn't much public land up there besides some state parks and stuff. Didn't find any sheds. So I was on my way to Iowa today to do some shed hunting. I'm driving through this like beautiful hill country. I had no clue Illinois had hill country like this. These are pretty good sized hills. I'd call them Illinois mountains. After I got out of Chicago, I'm seeing more and more buck signs along the roads, good sized rubs. And I'm getting through here, I'm like, oh, I want to shed hunt this so bad, just driving, and then boom, there's like signs for public land. I'm like, yes. So I pulled over, found out what was public, and here we are. I'm already seeing rubs, and it's big hilltops that go out and make points, and then there's ag land down here. So I'm feeling good. It's definitely the best thing I've seen on my trip so far shed hunting. So Illinois, let's see what you got here. All right, so I'm in Iowa. This is the second piece of public that I've hit. There was another guy shed hunting down the road on the other side of the river. I found my first Iowa shed. It's not very big, but I'm stoked. Like, this is literally, you can tell why this is like the Mecca. The Midwest is like the holy ground of whitetails, man. I'm seeing giant rubs, and there's scrapes under every tree. I mean, I'm in this river bottom. It's all low land. I'm surrounded by ag. This is maybe 100 acres, if that, of public. And we got a shed. First Iowa shed. Nothing special. I mean, that is a complete dink for what is here. But like, there's an old rub right here. There's a fresher rub right there. I mean, it's like every tree has giant rubs. First Iowa shed. Just a little guy. He's been laying a while, but it's from this year. I saw boot tracks right over there. Looked like somebody was shed hunting in here a few weeks ago or so. But that's a good sign. I mean, I've jumped 10 deer. It's been crazy. Like, this is like literally the holy ground. This is deer heaven. So we'll march around. Maybe we'll find a big one. All right, just found that shed right back there, and I was looking down here and I thought I saw a shed, and it is a shed, and it is buried in this mud. It's a little bigger, but it is buried in that mud. Shed number 2 in Iowa. Pretty cool. No brow. Swamp shed. Alright, just finished my shed hunt here in Iowa. I probably did 4 miles. I found those sheds over here, and then I did some more public down here. But man, Iowa is a special place. I will tell you that. Like, every little bit of sand or mud, there was deer tracks everywhere in it. There's just such a high density of deer here. It's unbelievable. Rubs, like, seeing them like this pretty much everywhere this high. It's crazy. Licking branches like this big around, busted off. It's just like unbelievable. I'm truly in awe about this place, and I've only hiked around for a few miles. It's crazy. I don't even know if I was in good stuff or not. I still have quite a bit of Iowa to get through. I'd like to do South Dakota tomorrow. I'll probably head on the road for 4 or 5 more hours, and I'll probably still be in Iowa, so I might shed hunt Iowa again tomorrow and South Dakota tomorrow. So that's the plan. All right, so I'm in the Badlands of South Dakota. I asked the lady if I could like shed hunt and keep deer antlers. She said no. I was all right. I probably won't stick around here too long. Just driving around looks pretty cool. There's some other public land around that's not national park where I could go look, I'm sure. But nonetheless, this is pretty neat. Sucks can't find any sheds. You can find them, you just can't take them. I respect. That's no big deal. All right, I'm out here in western South Dakota today. I'm gonna try to make it through Wyoming and into Montana today, but just doing some shed hunting right now. Finally got back into some hills. I was tired of looking at flat cornfields, so this is nice to hike around. I'm just gonna try to key on south-facing slopes. That's kind of just what I do at home. The animals find more warmth. It's easier to find food. The snow melts faster, so that's what I'm keying in on. Got my first South Dakota shed. It's a little one. Look at this. So I talked to you like on that hill, got down this bottom, and actually hit a deer trail right here. And I saw there was a road right here, like a logging road. So I just like bailed on the deer trail, and I wanted to get up higher. And there's my first ever South Dakota shed. I was seeing buck rubs in here. I mean, I don't know if it's dominant mule deer or whitetail in here. If I had to guess, whitetail. But that looks like a whitetail shed to me. Third shed of the trip in 1,000-some miles. It's been tough. Like through South Dakota, it was just plains and stuff, and I feel like to effectively shed hunt that, you need like a 4-wheeler or something. Just kind of monotonous prairie grass. So I didn't do too much. It was tough finding public land. You know, everything had a fence, and like I don't have OnX or anything. I don't really know exactly where I'm at, so I'm not gonna chance it. So I got out here in the west, and there's just tons of endless public land out here, so it's paying off. I'm seeing some big buck sign too, so maybe there's some bigger ones. I'm just kind of veering back to the truck. You know, I'm not spending too much time shed hunting. I'd like to spend more. I'm just trying to stay on the road and just keep myself moving, because I gotta move in. I don't want my landlord like waiting on me too long. But I saw it from this far away. I'm like, why does that look like a big deer shed? And I had to get my binoculars out and look at it. That is a gorgeous shed. South facing. Oh my god, that's a freaking pig. Holy smokes. Oh my god, that's a freaking pig. Holy crap. Let me get out of there. Oh man, I'm stoked. Just to freaking pick a random spot, you know, I don't know honestly what I'm doing. I'm in hill country, so south facing. Like I said, holds more warmth and easier to find food, and it produces sheds. And we got a good one. Holy smokes, man. Definitely this year's whitetail. I'm stoked. That is a good one, man. Both of these look like they've been shed at least over a month ago or so. That's a cool buck, man. That is freaking awesome. To just come out here and randomly just hike around, that's freaking awesome. I didn't bring my backpack just because I don't want to get too cocky and just, you know, I don't expect to find anything. I didn't want to bring my backpack. But this one is not going to fit in the camera bag. This little guy does there. Sweet. Let's keep going. Well, we got another one. I just found this shed, I believe right here, and there was a trail, and I followed the trail back, started smelling deer real bad because the wind was in my face, kicked up 2 whitetails that were bedded right here. I was like, I'm gonna go back to where I found that shed, walk the other way on the trail, and there could be the other side. Looks like the right side, and it's like the same size. Holy smokes. Look how freaking thick this thing is. Yep. There's a match. We got a match set in South Dakota. Holy smokes, man. You know what I think what happened when a buck shed these antlers? He's probably bedded over there. Mountain lion started chasing him. He started running down here to escape. Boom, shed one, boom, shed the other. That's my guess. Here it is. Shed number 3. Holy smokes. That's a beautiful buck. There we go. Match set, South Dakota. You know, I don't know if this is a big buck here. Like, you know, I see pictures of sheds they find out here in the West, and it's like, whoa. But to me, this is a big buck. This is probably 120 inch 8-point, maybe 115. Beautiful. Just so thick, man. Great mass. Let's keep freaking hiking. I mean, I was honestly on my way out and found these, so might have spent another day here because like this is the first place I ever looked. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'd like to give a quick shout out to George and his sister. Thank you very much for letting me stay at your place last night. You know, they fed me, gave me a place to sleep, gave me some fuel to find some sheds. So huge thank you to them. Can't thank them enough. All right, so I'm in Wyoming, and this is my second shed hunt here. Saw a bunch of whitetails down here. I just parked my truck right here, and there's like a treasure chest like hidden in this rock. I think it's one of those geocache things. Yep, geocache. Huh. Oh, tenor. Used to do like geocaching back in my high school days, but like pretty sketchy, honestly. It is. There's a fortune in there. There is a praying mantis. Some weird thing. Stickers for the kiddos or something. Your name and date. 3/19/21. Someone was here. Hopefully they weren't shed hunting. Put that back where it was. But as you can see, I came farther north and battling some snow, but these south facers don't have snow, and that's where the deer were hanging out that I saw. Alright, we got our first find here in Wyoming. A little spike shed. There was somebody else's boot tracks that went up, and like it's discouraging when to see other people shed hunting somewhere, but like you miss a lot. You can walk right by them sometimes and never see them. Look at that. It's an old one, but it's a shed. I think that's number 6 on the trip. 1, maybe 5, I don't know. 5, but that's 3 states, 2 states today, and this one fits in here. Alright, got a couple deer out here. I glassed them. There's definitely a few shed bucks in there, so that's a good sign. There's fresh sign everywhere here, so keep an eye out for their sheds, man.
Morning, beautiful.
We found a familiar face on the road here.
Yeah. Beautiful state of not Wyoming. Just this gorgeous Montana setting in the back. I mean, we could get eaten by a duck at any second.
So I'm driving through Montana last night. I'm like, dang, Tyler lives here. Where does he live? Shoot, that's only 2 hours. You got a couch?
Yeah, I have a couch.
Yeah, and I slept on it. Thank you to you and Garrett for letting me sleep on your couch.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's some snow in the mountains. Gonna take a break from shed hunting this morning and fish with Tyler. Haven't seen him in 2 years. We're gonna wet some lines and wet our hands for some trout when we touch them.
Hashtag catch and release. You ever just like stick your tongue? Like, are you recording?
Yeah, I got you. Got my first ever Montana trout. Look how pretty that wild rainbow is. Goodbye. We got a good one on, allegedly. Woo! What is it?
Brown trout, brother.
Brown trout.
He looked bigger in the water, but he's a scrapper. Dude, his nose is like he was fighting all spawn season.
Beautiful Montana wild brown trout.
Me too.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Back to shed hunting. Still in Montana. Just kind of glassing this whole hillside. But I don't know, there's elk scat here. Doesn't look really fresh. There's some mule deer scat. I haven't seen a single critter here. Oh, what's that? Snow. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't have a freaking clue what I'm doing out here. I know these animals will come down off the mountains in high country when the winter's tough, but from what I hear in the winter, it wasn't really that tough, so most of the elk and mule deer are pretty spread out, which I honestly prefer. Like, then you don't have like one person going in and finding all the sheds. Like, spread out and and you gotta work for it, and I don't mind that. So yeah, like I said, I have no freaking clue what I'm doing here. Different ball game, but I'll figure it out one of these days. So I glassed something that kind of looks like a shed over there. I'm not sure. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. It's hard to tell. Right in the center of the screen right there. I can't tell. I feel like it's not a shed, but it might be. So I'm gonna walk down there, up to right there, and see what it is. I've been bamboozled. Figured it was twigs. I thought it was a tines down mule deer shed. Alright, thank you everybody who tuned in for the little shed excursion video. Really appreciate it. It was cool to see new land, hike around new places, and definitely gonna make it back to South Dakota and try to find some sheds. But yeah, here's the set I got in South Dakota. Had to get some new decor for the place, but yeah, this is the new crib here in Idaho. I'm just finishing up editing this video now, and I'm gonna hit the mountains here, look for some elk mule deer sheds. So like, what's to come? Idaho shed hunting. I have a bear tag. Bear comes in season here pretty soon. I'll definitely be fishing a lot once it gets warmer. And another thing I want to do is I listen to a lot of podcasts on hunting deer, and I take a lot of notes from them. So I kind of want to make a video discussing these notes, different podcasts with different people, and kind of just talk whitetails and mountain bucks and stuff. So I'll probably make a couple videos out of that material too. So thanks for watching, and here's the adventures in Idaho.